for today's read aloud, we will be reading Math in the Kitchen. This is a Scholastic News nonfiction reader. So, before we begin reading, go ahead and make a prediction on what you think is going to happen in this story. Use the cover and the title to make your prediction. All right, let's go ahead and start reading. Math in the Kitchen. Oh, look at this heading. Notice this text feature. Now you're cooking with math. We're going to have fun in the kitchen today. Let's use math to make a yummy birthday cake. So I'm noticing two text features here. I'm noticing a heading. It's letting me know what this page is going to be about, and a photograph. We are going to have a big birthday party. 12 people will be here. But our recipe says the cake will serve only 6 people. What should we do? What do you think they should do? What do you think they're going to do? Let's go ahead and click on this bold print, this word. It's a text feature. It wants us, the reader, to notice this word.
Recipe. Directions for making food.
We'll just have to double the recipe. To double means to multiply everything by 2. That will make plenty of cake. Look at the recipe. So here's the recipe. It calls for 2 eggs. If we double it, how many eggs will we have? So if you have 2 eggs, and you need to double it, how many eggs will you have? 4 eggs. Click on this bold word.
Plenty. A large amount.
We need to double the amount of cocoa too. We need to measure out a half cup of cocoa, but we've lost the half cup measuring cup. No worries, we can use the quarter cup instead. Really quickly, have you ever helped someone in the kitchen, maybe your mom, grandma, aunt, your dad, brother, someone in the kitchen bake, and you had to use measuring tools? We need a half cup of cocoa. How many quarter cups of cocoa will equal 1 half cup of cocoa? This is a lot of math, isn't it? Well, 1/4 cup plus 1/4 cup equals half a cup. I don't expect you to know this just yet, but this is just a fun book I thought we could read. So if you don't understand this math, that's okay. That's all right. We're actually really focusing on text features, and we're also focusing on the author's purpose for writing this story. That's what I really want you to focus on. Now it's time to make the frosting. We need to melt 100 chocolate chips. Oh my, that is a lot, 100 chocolate chips. How are we going to count so many chips?
Melt. To change a solid to a liquid by heating.
So go ahead and make a prediction. How do you think they are going to count so many chocolate chips? Give you a moment to make a prediction, and we'll see if it comes true. All right, let's keep reading. When we don't have time to count, we can estimate. How do you estimate the number of chips? Take a close look, think about it, and make a good guess. Which pile has close to 100 chips? Before we talk about this, let's talk about the word estimate.
Estimate. To make a guess.
Estimate. To make a guess. Go ahead and say that. Estimate. To make a guess. So they need 100 chocolate chips. Which one would be the best guess? Would it be this one? Oh, this is what 10 chips look like. Would it be number 1, 2, or 3? Hold up. Go ahead and hold up your finger. 1, 2, or 3. Which one looks like the best one that has 100 chips, chocolate chips? What do you think? My choice, what I think is choice 3, the third choice right here. This looks like the best estimate of 100 chocolate chips. The cake came out looking great. We cut 6 pieces on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do the same on the other side. Will all 12 of us get enough cake? What do you think? Yes or no? There's 6 on this side. They do the same thing on this side. Do you think there will be enough? Yes, there will be enough. There will be exactly enough. Let's go ahead and look at this word, pieces.
Pieces. Parts of something larger.
All right, so here is all the answers to those questions. Math in the kitchen. All right, I hope you enjoyed this read aloud. I would like for you to take a moment and to yourself list all the text features you notice in this story. I know we only went over table of contents and heading today, but every text feature that was in this story we have gone over in the past. So go ahead and take a moment, think of it, and then we'll go through the book and see if the ones that you thought of are the same ones that we're noticing together. All right, let's go ahead and go through the book. Now you're cooking with math. This is a text feature. What is this text feature called? It's called a heading. It lets us know what this page is going to be about. All right, so that's one text feature. What is this? This is another text feature. Is this an illustration or a photograph? This is an example of a photograph. Photographs are taken with cameras. That's the second text feature in this story. Recipe. Now, I told you that bold words, bold print, it can be either one. They stand out. Sometimes the font will be darker or larger, or sometimes they'll be highlighted. So, recipe is a bold word or bold print. They mean the same thing. They want us, the reader, to notice this word, to pay attention to this word. Now, in most stories, you'll see that there's a glossary that tells you the meaning of that word. But in this book, you can click on the word and it'll read you the definition, what the word means.
Recipe. Directions for making food.
Okay, so that's 3 text features. So this is kind of like a diagram. It's a photograph, or it's an image that has labels. Instead of the labels being words, it has the numbers because we're talking about half and quarter cups. All right, I believe that's all the text features that we came across in this book. Now let's go ahead and think of the author's purpose. Why did the author write this story, Math in the Kitchen? I'll give you a moment to think about it. So ask yourself these questions. Is the author trying to get me to do something or believe something? If yes, then that's persuade. Is the author trying to teach me something, give me more information, facts about something? The answer is yes. The story is to inform you. Did the author write the story hoping I would enjoy it and laugh? If the answer is yes, then the author wrote the story to entertain you. All right, on the next slide, you'll have the opportunity to talk about your choice of whether or not the story is persuade, inform, or entertain on the reading discussion slide. All right, hope you enjoyed today's little read aloud.